Hey everybody, what's up? I'm Alexis. Okay, so today we are digging through this box of perfume samples and I'm going to pick out my top 10 favorites. That kind of accidentally happened along the way. So basically I live in a pretty small place where I can't just go out and smell niche fragrances or anything like that. Basically whatever is available at Macy's and Kohl's is what I get. I actually went online and I ordered tons of samples, this entire box of samples. So I would say maybe 8 or so of them are niche, the vast majority are designer, and then maybe like 4 cheapies or whatever. You could say like a level below designer, whatever that is. So if you're also in the same boat where you live in a small place, maybe you don't know what they smell like, here it is. So I'm gonna dig through this box. And then I also include some of my fragrance that I already previously own, and I included them in the mix, and we'll talk about what are my top 10 favorites. So just as a disclaimer, I do have a very specific taste. I like things that are kind of sweet with an edge to them, and maybe that could be like one of them has a note of gunpowder. I like smoke or leather or pepper or woody notes, something to give it kind of an edge, or maybe musk. So yeah, so that's my taste. So if you don't like that taste, my opinions are probably not gonna be very valid for you because I think perfume is really subjective, but that's kind of how my tastes roll. And I'm pretty picky about perfume, so I don't want this video to sound too negative, but I'm just not a huge, I don't like that many perfumes, but I do in the end pick a top 10 and I do really like them. So you wanna see my thoughts on some of like the bigger perfumes like Girl of Now or La Nuit Tresor or Baccarat Rouge 540, then go ahead and keep watching. So I have a box full of perfume samples, all of which I have tested. So I think I'm just gonna like pull one out of the box and I'm gonna tell you what I think of it. Okay, the first one, I actually have this in a full size. This is Black Opium Nuit Blanche. I don't know why, I got this a long time ago. I actually don't know what possessed me to get the flanker, not the original one. It's not my favorite. It doesn't last very long. I do like it better than the original, but it's got a certain quality to it that I didn't smell in the tester, and I'm just wondering maybe if this one's a little off, or I don't know. I feel like that's happened to me a few times where I smell the tester and then I smell, like I buy it and then I get the actual one and it just smells kind of different. So I don't know, this one I give it like a 7 out of 10. It's not bad. Like nothing is bad about it really. It's just kind of like meh, just kind of like boring. Okay, the next one. Okay, this is Viva La Juicy Sucre, and this one's just a sample. Like I said, this little sample thing. This one was, it was like hardly there. It's kind of like Ariana Grande Cloud if you smell that one, but less there than that one. Like I think the main note in this one is whipped cream, and whipped cream just makes it kind of hardly there, if that makes sense. Because I was kind of specifically looking for something that was whipped cream, and when I got it, I was expecting it to be more sweet. Maybe I was thinking in my mind more marshmallowy, but whipped cream is actually kind of airy and not really there in this case. Okay, this one is Beyond Romance. This is a sample I got. I've tested these for like a whole day. Because you know they can like smell different as you wear them throughout the day. So I've actually tested them through their full cycles. Some of them are pretty linear, some of them change a lot throughout the day. This one I like. I actually really like Beyond Romance. It's got kind of like a sweet and musky. It reminds me of another one, which I'll talk about when I get there. I like this one. This one's like an 8. I don't feel like the lasting power is like not that great, I don't feel like, but I really like the smell of it. It reminds me of like a sweet cotton candy, a little musky. Yeah, this is Beyond Romance by Ralph Lauren. Maybe I should make a pile of the ones that I would consider getting at least a travel size. This is one that I would consider getting like a travel size of. I'm not really the type of person, but like this is the only full size I've ever gotten, and I just kind of regret it. So I don't know that I'm really a full size person because I just like to wear kind of a lot of different stuff. So I would prefer to have a bunch of samples as opposed to a big size. Anyways, this one would go in a pile that I would buy a travel size of. This is another Juicy Couture. I Am Juicy Couture. I don't like this one. Juicy Couture just tends to smell kind of, I think, synthetic. That's also something personally in my taste. You might like synthetic smells. I do not like things that smell synthetic at all. Yeah, there's something about these that just smell kind of fake, which isn't always a bad thing for some people, but I don't like them. And the combination with them smelling kind of cheap, it's like cheap and synthetic, do not work very well together. Oh, this one's Flowerbomb Nectar. I have such a weird relationship with this one. This is one I would consider getting a travel size of. It is so sweet. It's got that tonka, which I believe is kind of similar to vanilla, but then its second most prominent note is gunpowder, and gunpowder actually smells kind of sweet and gives it a little bit of an edge. So as this one dries down, it smells more and more like gunpowder, and that's when I like it more and more. But it's bordering, I don't know. I don't like it as much initially. Initially, it's just more like sweet. It's just kind of overload sweet, and I don't really like it at the beginning. So it's one that I like a lot more if I like wait a couple hours. So maybe if you really want it to smell good, maybe spread this on a couple hours before. But yeah, this is one I would get a sample size of. This is Flowerbomb Nectar. Oh, this one is Bonbon. Maybe I'll talk about both of them. So I have Bonbon, the regular one, and then I also have Bonbon Couture, which I like the couture one better, as you can see. But yeah, this one just smells kind of like peaches to me. This is one of those that I think smells good, but it doesn't have like an edge to it in really any way. You know what I mean? Like, I need there to be some darker, heavier note for me to really like it, because I don't really wear perfumes in the summer. These are basically, I'm specifically using these for fall and winter. So this one's good. I mean, there's nothing bad about it, but I don't particularly like it. This one, it's Flanker Bonbon Couture. I actually do have the travel size of. This one I like a lot better. I don't know how to describe it really, besides that it's more woody than I pick up. I don't pick up any woody in the other one. The other one is just kind of peachy. I wore this one yesterday and I kept smelling myself, and this one I think gets better and better as time goes on, which is a good thing. The regular Flowerbomb, apparently a sample size, which I need to try again actually. I've tried it before and I remember not really liking it, but I should try it again since I have the sample. Oh, this one. Pink Sugar, classic, this little Pink Sugar sample. This is one of those that doesn't have the edge, you know what I mean? It's super cheap. If you want something just super cheap, but this just smells like a little off to me. Everywhere I find it are places that I don't really trust, you know what I mean? Like places like Walmart or Kohl's, and I don't really trust that their stuff is like not gone bad. But I think it smells good actually. So when I was first trying it, so I bought this actually, and I was putting it on while I was ordering at Panera, and the person in the window smelled it. She was like, "You smell so good. What is that?" And I think it smells better as it's initially applying, and I think it gets worse and worse as worse and worse as time goes on. It gets more and more simple as time goes on. No, I would not. I would not buy a bigger size of that one. So this is Burberry Her, and I was obsessed with it. This is one of the first perfumes I was ever obsessed with. It's very unique, and it's by Francis Kirk de Jean, which he's a very famous perfumer. And it seems like he doesn't do designer houses very much. He usually does niche, but it's so good. This was the very first one that I ever loved, and it is so good. But I don't like rollerballs. It's getting kind of like cloudy in there. Rollerballs are kind of gross. So this is one that I think I will get maybe at least, I don't know, maybe like a 30 ml of. Yeah, this one is great. This one's more of like a springtime, which is the only issue because I don't really wear perfumes that much in the spring. But this one is so good. It's like sweet and musky. So then after they made Burberry Her, they made Burberry Her Intense, and this one is so good. This one is, I never noticed it, but someone said it smells like cherry cough syrup, and it does a little bit, but it's like in a really good way. I don't know, like cherry cough syrup does not smell good. I do not think it smells good, but this smells really good. I don't know. They smell kind of similar, but in my opinion, they're different enough that I would have them both, because this one just like screams fall to me, and this one just screams spring, and they like smell similar, but really different at the same time. Anyways, so these were great. And then I was watching, when I first found out about this one, I was like, oh, I love this one. So I YouTubed it, and then everyone was like, this is a dupe for Baccarat Rouge 540. Okay, anyways, I'll put these in a pile where I do like them. So then they were like, it smells just like, it's kind of like Ariana Grande Cloud, it's kind of like Burberry Her Intense, kind of like Burberry Her. And I was like, well, I like kind of like Ariana Grande Cloud, and I really like both of those Burberry ones. So if it smells in the family of those, I will really like it. So there's something weird about it. And this, I mean, okay, this is a sample, so this could be fake. Okay, I've never like smelled it out of the legit bottle. So this could be fake. I buy from like reputable people and I make sure they have great ratings, but you never know. There's something just kind of weird about it. And I think it's because it's, if I remember correctly, it's one of the, what are they called? Is it called molecular? I can't remember what they're called, but a molecule? Is that, I can't remember what they're called. But basically it's really hard to smell on yourself. So it apparently like really fills up a room, but it's really hard to smell on yourself. And I think that's true. And even when I do smell it, I'm not like wowed by it. It definitely smells different from anything I've ever smelled, but I'm not like wowed by it. And people keep saying that it smells like the cherry cough syrupy, like the other one does. And I do not smell cherry cough syrup in this at all. Just like a weird synthetic thing. And I'm not a synthetic person, so I would not get that one. Okay, the next one is Dolce & Gabbana, The Only One. This one, okay, when I first smelled it, I was like, oh, this is amazing. It's coffee and then kind of sweet. And I was like, oh, that's perfect. And then it dawned on me that it smells kind of like apple juice. And ever since I realized that that's what the sweet is, I can't really get behind it anymore. But I still think it smells really good. I think this would be a good like thing for work. Some people describe it as really sexy, and I might have described it as that before I realized it smelled like apple juice. So this one I would get a bigger size of, because I actually found myself reaching for this. I've seen people call it a dumb reach, and I'm like, yeah, that's kind of what it is. Like when you don't know what to do and you're going to work, yeah, dumb reach. I feel like you can't really go wrong with this. I feel like you could wear it in fall, you could wear it to work, you could wear it out. I mean, it's very versatile is what I would call it. That makes it kind of like likable. It makes it kind of boring that it's so versatile, but I reach for it more than I would think. Okay, what do we have here? Oh, Guerlain Spiriteuse Double Vanille. I don't know how to pronounce some of these. fades so quick. This is so expensive and it fades so quick. Everyone goes on and on about how great this is. But I think one of the things is that with some of these niche ones, they're actually like meant to be layered. So then my issue with them is I'm like, oh, they smell so simple. It's like straight up vanilla. But then they're actually meant to be layered. So maybe you would take like a smokier one and you would mix it with a vanilla and you would layer two perfumes. That's what you get. So I think it'd be great for layering, but it doesn't last that long. It's not edgy enough for me, which it was never advertised as an edgy thing. So I think it's good for what it is. It's just not my taste. I heard lots of people really, really like it. Like if you like vanilla and it's just, you know, straight up vanilla, you probably like it. Oh, Ellie Saab Girl of Now. This is one that I hear everyone talk about. Oh, it is just overwhelmingly strong. It is so strong. Like this is just incredibly strong, incredibly sweet. It just feels like I just took pistachio pudding, you know, like with the marshmallows, pistachio pudding, the jello-y kind, and just like shoved it in my nose and it will not go. I mean, this smell, it's strong. I do not like it. If you really like sweet stuff, this is, I think this is the sweetest thing in the whole bunch. The pistachio is strong. It's like, you know, like almond syrup that you might put in coffee. It's like very strong almond syrup and pistachio. Yeah, I'm not a fan. None of these actually, I don't think any of these that I'm talking about, I wouldn't be like offended if anyone else wore them. If I smelt it on someone else, I think I'd probably like it. And actually, the Ellie Saab Girl of Now, I took a shower and I still smelt it on me, but I really liked that smell because it wasn't so like extremely strong. So the smell is good, and I think actually if someone walked by and I smelt it, I would probably like it. If it was just a whiff, it's just that it's, when it's on me, it's just so strong. Okay, this one I already talked about. Ariana Grande Cloud. I think this one is good. The only problem with this one is I think it smells best initially, which is kind of the problem. And then I think as time goes on, it gets more kind of like synthetic and cheap smelling and reminds me of Bath & Body Works over time. But a lot of people really, really like it. I don't think I'd buy it again. Ooh, Replica by the Fireplace. This is a good one. Okay, yeah, so when you first spray this on, it smells like straight up smoke. Like, you know when you go to a campfire and you smell your hair and your hair smells smoky? It initially smells like that. So I sprayed it. I had heard people say really good things about this, so I think I was in Sephora and I sprayed it on myself and I was like, that just smells like straight up smoky hair. And then I left, and this is one that really changes over time, and I think those are really cool ones. And the more it comes out, it gets really marshmallowy. So that's kind of what I like. I like the sweet with like the smoky. So this one is like this is kind of what I wish Spiritueuse Double Vanille was. But again, Spiritueuse Double Vanille is not trying to be edgy or smoky or anything like that. But yeah, so I like the smoky with the marshmallowiness, and over time, like there's a point where this is just perfect. Like after a couple hours, it reaches a point where the smoke and the marshmallows are just at the perfect ratio for me. So yeah, this is a good one. I would definitely buy that again. Initio Parfums Absolute Aphrodisiac. So I got in this mood where I was really trying to find a good smoky, basically another one of those by the campfires, but a little different. Like I was thinking maybe instead of smoke, it would be woody or something. Because I really like the way that one is. Just look. Okay. You know, when I sprayed this on me, I really liked it, and it initially got more and more. It's kind of leathery and smoky. Right now, it's just, that night I got a headache though, so now my association with it is not good. But I really liked it that night, but I don't think I could wear it ever again because I got a bad headache. Ooh, Linterdit by, I don't know how to pronounce these, Givenchy. I love their sample size also. The red is so good. I love this one. I am obsessed with this one. I asked Garrett to rate it. Garrett said puke. -10 is what he said. Which he never says about them. He normally just like, you know, he normally just kind of like rides the fence. But I love this one. I'm like not smelling it right now. That one is good. That one is good. I don't know what I like about that one. There's no edge to that one, but it's good. Okay, what is this one? Creme de Nude. Oh, hey, this is the one I'm actually wearing the lipstick Creme de Nude right now by MAC. This one, I don't know. I don't know about this one. I don't know. There's something about this one. It doesn't smell bad, but I don't know how to describe the smell. It's like a weird kind of musk. It's like caramel and musk. It kind of reminds me, I think, of Prada Candy, and I don't like either of those. They have this weird vibe to me. Oh, there's so many in here. Ooh, La Nuit Tresor by Lancome. I have not given this one a fair shot, actually. I need to actually still give this one a fair shot. Just out of the bottle, it smells good, but I haven't actually wore it. But it does smell good out of the bottle. Ooh, Valentino Donna Born in Roma. This one is good. The bottle, the actual bottle, not this one. The actual bottle looks so good. I wore this one today. It's so good. Over time, it gets like vanilla and pepper. Oh, I love the juxtaposition. This one is great. I would for sure buy this one again. I will probably buy a full size of this one. I love this one. Okay, this one, the only reason I got this because it was as cheap as buying a sample. It was so cheap. Agent Provocateur Fatale Intense. I'm not even gonna waste my time opening this. I do not like it. Diesel Loverdose, the regular one. Haven't given this one a fair shot either. It smells fine out of the bottle, but it smells kind of cheap. But I haven't given it a fair shot, so I need to still do that. Amo Ferragamo, Salvatore Ferragamo. Who knows? It smells okay. Floral baby powdery is what it smells like just out of the bottle, but I haven't given it a fair shot. And tons of just these like tester strips. Ooh, okay, so I got this because I'm into Francis Kurkdjian. Gentle Fluidity. This one has been smelling up my entire house. Sprayed it once on a tester strip and this thing, massive, 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 massive. But I don't like the way it smells, unfortunately. It's kind of like musky, boring. I think it's like a unisex one, which I normally like, but it's kind of boring. That goes in the pile that I haven't really tried. Oh, Black Phantom by Killian. This one is so weird. That one is just weird. That one smells like straight up chocolate, like dark chocolate. I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's not my cup, I don't know how to describe it. It's just so weird. It's not, I don't know what the vibe is. Yeah, weird. It smells pretty good, but weird. La Belle by Jean-Paul Gaultier. Didn't like this one. It's pretty sweet. Like, it doesn't smell like bad, but it's basically just straight up sweet. There's not a really other dimensional to it. Like, I want things to be like sweet and woody, or sweet and something else. Mancera Red Tobacco. I haven't given this one a good try. But that smells like Vicks Vapor Rub just out of the bottle. I sprayed it on a tester and I was like, this smells like Vicks Vapor Rub. Which I've noticed about a lot of niche fragrances. I get that vibe of Vicks Vapor Rub. Okay, Jimmy Choo Fever. I liked this one, and over time it started reminding me of another one, and I can't remember what it was. It's like fine. It's kind of boring to me. I've worn this maybe 3 times for its full cycle, and it gets kind of boring. Back to Black by Killian. This one is a mess. I have heard people say great things about this. I looked at the notes. There's no less than 30 notes in this. I'm kidding, but there's a ton of notes in it, all competing. I wore it for a full thing, never settles down. It's a mess. A Zara Wanted Girl. I actually like this one. I don't know if enough to buy a full thing, but I like the Dulce de Leche note, and I haven't seen it very often. This is really the only one I've ever tried, and I do really like that note. It seems like a good like summer one. It's like it's not my favorite, but I definitely like it. It's one maybe I would consider for summer, even though I don't wear that many for summer. La Tresor a la Folie by Lancôme. This one I haven't given a good shot either. None of the Tresor ones I have, but it smells pretty good. Hugo Boss The Scent Private Accord. Garrett was obsessed with this one. This is Garrett's favorite out of all of them. What were the notes? It's orange zest, orange peel, something like that, and chocolate. Garrett loved it. I was not a fan. I really want them to smell dark and edgy. And this one doesn't smell dark and edgy. It smells very good, but it doesn't smell dark and edgy, so it's not my vibe. But Garrett's obsessed with it. And I guess if you're looking for a scent that guys like, I've heard lots of guys like this, and I guess I can attest to that with Garrett. Blonde Nuit Tresor Musc Diamont. No, I'm not even, no, that one's bad. You know, Musc can go different ways. That one went the baby powder vibe. Okay, oh my goodness. We're just left with papers. That is my whole box. Whew. That was a lot. Okay, so now to go back through. The ones I like, maybe I'll order them. So maybe I'll take the ones that I put in the like pile and I will order them from best to worst. Okay, in the top spot, who takes the top spot? Well, I think Burberry Her Intense has to take the top spot. And then I actually really like Bonbon Couture. I'm kind of surprising myself. I think that one's got to go second. I think out of this group, I'm going to put Zara Wanted Girl last, and maybe L'Interdit second last. I think I'm gonna put Flowerbomb Nectar third. I think I'm gonna put Valentino Donna Born in Roma fourth. Then I think Burberry Her, the regular one, fifth. By the Fireplace sixth. Beyond Romance seventh. Oh, this is similar to Burberry Her. I'll put this 8th, L'Interdit 9th, and Wanted Girl 10th. I didn't even try to pick 10, but 10 That's what it is. Okay. Whew. Whew. We did it. Thanks so much for watching this video, guys. I hope you have a great fall.